Welcome everyone and welcome to All In All United. We are live right after the game, the Carabao Cup quarter final, where we were victorious against Colchester. Nico, it was a
Yeah.
game, that you could think
Mm.
one way in the first half and then think another way in the second half. We've been seeing for time and time again how teams have figured
Mm.
out how to frustrate us, and Colchester came with a game plan. The only thing was that, they weren't good enough in terms of actually trying to transition from a defensive block into
Mm.
something attacking. So throughout the game, you knew that this game was either going to a penalty, but they were never going to threaten us in
Mm.
regulation time,
Right.
you know. But we knew for sure that the chances of this game going to penalty was very, very possible when we saw how we were playing
Mm.
after that during the first half. What was your general thoughts about that, Nico?
Well, as expected, Colchester came very organized. I think that is the reason why they reached to this far, thus far, because of the games they played against Spurs and Crystal Palace, which are the two big scabs team coming into this game. They play a very defensive, organized game. Today you saw that again, and also our wastefulness in front of goal could also attribute to that. Yes, we know they would have been solid defensively. They have all 10 behind the ball, which they did, and they did it well. However, I think we created enough chances within that, especially in the first half, to take the lead, right? Because we even struggled to get shots off, for the keeper to make saves. The keeper didn't have a save to make maybe for the entire first half. But I think that was really down to us not taking our chances, that other than them taking their chances, right? I think we lost Reams there a bit. I think he might check back in, but also the what I wanted to say is the chances that Rashford got in the first half. I think if Rashford took, all right, I see Reams back inside. Right, I think the
Yes.
if Rashford took those chances in the first half, I think we definitely Colchester, the game would have definitely been different from the first half.
Yeah, and we were talking about that just
Mm.
against Everton. Our game, massively improves
Mm.
after we score. And our problem is when we don't score the chances that we create,
Mm.
it is really affect the team in how we see out games. And then we start to try too hard, then we start to rush things and we lose
Mm.
calmness. We lose composure in the decision making. And that is what
Mm.
frustrates the team, as the game progresses when we do take our chances or we aren't clinical. So the chances are being created, as you say, it's just a matter of being clinical and really taking the chances. You talk about Rashford and the two chances that
Mm.
he
Yeah,
missed.
yeah, yeah.
All we needed from Marcus was a little more composure, a little
Mm.
more calmness, a little more
Yeah, yeah.
patience, and take the chances, and it's a little bit about being sensible in the box as well, because I mean,
Right.
you're there. It has so much things that will work for you in the
Mm.
box. If you use your body properly, you can win a penalty. So much things, but we rush it so many
Mm.
times. And then we put ourselves under that kind of pressure
Mm.
because the longer the game carry on is the more the
Right.
opponent now feel that they could get something out of it. And you saw today how Colchester
Yeah.
started to grow in the game a little bit, you know?
Yeah, yeah, you saw that. And because and you see similar to the Everton game on Sunday, early in the game we created the chance. There's still like a composure in front of goal. We just had to improve that. You know what I mean? As long as we improve that, because most of the games we starting positive, most of the games we creating chances, but just not taking the chances. So it's just as as we started continue to build as a team, to grow as a team, to improve as a team, we are also to get more clinical in front of goal and take the chances, hit the target, and you know what I mean, and we have teams on the back foot and be that threat on a consistent basis.
Yeah. I still,
Mm-hmm.
after watching the game, even after we went into the lead, we know the team would have
Mm-hmm.
geared down a little bit. But still
Right.
not pleased with our all-around, movement of the ball, our all-around decision making, the
Mm-hmm.
intelligence on and off the ball. I find it so easy to mark us out. It's like we're getting
Mm-hmm.
chances, then Nico, but I'm not pleased with the chance creation, the consistency of it, especially in possession, because today we had what? It was probably
About
80%
80%.
possession.
Yeah, about 80% possession today.
You know,
Yeah.
and if you
Yeah.
look at how we utilize that possession in terms of chance creation and even trying to get shots on goal, it didn't match, you know,
Right.
because you saw where guys were trying things that, you know, leave that to the
Right.
training pitch
Today,
now.
but today is also a difficult day to really judge, to really judge your team.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I know
yeah,
it's kind of over the season we seeing the same thing happening over and over where teams with that low block frustrating us and could possibly hit us on the counter. Now.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, we could say today is a day that is difficult to judge, but also is a team that of our season. So we just had to be a little more clinical in front of goal. I think today we definitely saw Pereira level now, right?
Yeah.
No,
Shaw,
actually, the
Shaw
man look
too.
uh, short.
Pereira,
Nah,
Shaw,
short.
Matic, Young, all
Nah,
of them fell at shoulder level.
but now with Pereira today, I have a problem with Pereira, especially playing in that midfield position. And today the man look real good in that midfield position, and it just shows at the level he's at now. Right? They say to really play in England, the first thing first, you have to be fit. Right? And especially in the lower leagues in England, you have to have much quality. You have to be fit. And I think he showed that today. So we know he's not Premier League level, League Two and under maybe, yeah. You know what I mean? But Pereira must give him kudos today. He wasn't so bad. We
No,
know
I
Pereira
mean,
today.
yeah, Pereira was he was decent because there was no real pressure on our midfielders. You know, when he had to receive the ball from the back line, he had no pressure whatsoever.
Right.
So it was just to take the ball, turn, and look for passes. You know, so when you compare the game today with the game against Everton, where Everton's
Right.
players were pressing our midfielders on our back line.
Right.
From the time Pereira didn't have a chance to
Yeah.
receive the ball and
Yeah, he
turn.
had malfunction. He had
You
malfunction.
understand what I'm saying? So
But
he had
you
time
always
to
have a mistake
receive
in
the
it.
ball, turn, watch up, watch down, drink
Right.
a little beer, then pass it off. So these are the kind of games that Pereira will always, look good in because he like touches, he
Right.
like the pretty football now.
Yeah.
You
And the
know?
space to play.
Yeah, and
You
the
had that
space to
space to
play.
play today now.
The kind of
Yeah.
time and space Pereira had on the ball. If he didn't
Mm.
look good today, then he deserves to come and play the Pro League in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good.
I'm telling you,
Aye.
you
Alright,
know.
alright. Um, yes, and if you want to go on to the draw now, right? Or you want to talk about the goals? Again, excellent counter attack. I think that is our strength. Um, the pace and the counter and Rashford showed his quality with the goal. I think and it was deserving, of course. Right. So kudos to Marcus for the goal. The one he missed two, he could have scored a hat trick today. Excellent goal on the counter, and after that was just I mean the space that have opened up. Colchester would have wanted to respond, and we punished them for the with the other two goals.
I think the second half, Colchester actually
Mm-hmm.
came out to play football second half.
But we
And I
hit them early in the
suppose,
second half, eh?
yeah, but what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, I find the shape wasn't. They tried to hit us like a kind of counter punch,
Right.
So, and we were able. That's why when they went up, we were able to break on them because I don't think we ever got any
Mm.
chance like where we were able to run in behind their line
Yeah.
and had
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
facing their goal running back.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
time in the game where Colchester found themselves facing their own goal, trying to recover ground.
Right.
And I thought that was very, very key for us where we were able to utilize the space behind the line. And I mean, as you say,
Mm.
we're one of the best counter-attacking teams
Yeah, boy. Yes, you
right
saw it.
now.
You saw it. You saw it. Yeah, you saw
Even
it.
even the goal that Rashford scored, he
Mm.
could have either take it or he had Marcel Ride.
Yeah.
So I couldn't see
Pace on the
us.
counter frightening.
Yeah, yeah, I couldn't see us messing up that one.
Mm.
And I know
Mm.
Rashford wants to make amends for the two opportunities he missed in the
Yeah,
first
because
half.
sure that would have been bothering him.
Yeah, so it was good for him to get the
Mm.
goal. And I think after that goal was scored, Colchester realized, well, hey, we had to go for it. It's all or none, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And we were able to pick them off after that.
yeah.
So that was a good goal. I mean,
Mm.
the
Mm.
second goal from brilliant cross from Greenwood.
Yeah.
I thought Greenwood had a decent game today as well, even though he
Yeah, and
didn't
he showed his
score.
intelligence. Yeah, he showed his intelligence also.
Yeah,
Somebody else might have just tried to hit it low and hard across, you know what I mean? But I think that was a good decision how he crossed. I think even if the defender missed, Rashford would have tapping. So
Nah,
that's
I
an
think that was
excellent
a,
cross to the
I think
goal.
that was
It
awarded.
was
That's
a
our own
yeah,
goal.
it's our own goal. But if the defender missed,
Right,
right,
Rashford
Rashford
was
was
there to
right
try. Yeah,
there
yeah,
to
yeah,
finish, to finish. So
yeah, yeah,
I think Greenwood decision making there was excellent.
yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third goal was some beautiful play. I can't remember who played the ball into Rashford,
Right.
and I mean, he was very
Mm-hmm.
unselfish there, and he played it across, and Marcel was there to
To
bag,
tap it home. Yeah, that was an
you know,
excellent goal.
and that
The
was a,
third goal.
that, and
I think
that was a nice
the
team goal.
yeah, the third goal was the pick of the bunch.
Yeah, that was a nice
Definitely.
team goal, and
Mm.
those are the kind of goals that you would want to see us scoring against those teams that sitting deep now.
Yeah. That is what we'd like to see. That interchange, interplay, where
Yeah,
everybody in sync. I think we saw that, and because for the first goal, right, it was okay, yeah, good goal. Second goal, well, own goal. But for the third goal is the goal where I felt satisfied.
yeah,
Where I say,
yeah,
yeah, boy, goal. Good
yeah,
goal. What I mean? I think
yeah,
I was very satisfied with the third goal. I think the build up play. I think that is the kind of play we want to see more and more and more coming out from our players.
yeah. And I really want
Mm.
us to work on our intelligence on the
Mm.
ball, decision making. Those because I mean these little
Mm.
things it'll show us up big time in the games that really matter. So I really hope that is an aspect of our game that we will really take stock of and try to
Right.
improve. You know. Yeah. So apart from that,
Mm.
the only disappointment for me was to see Tuanzebe leave the pitch. I find Tuanzebe was
Oh.
having a real good game up until that point.
Right.
I know you would have
Mm.
higher saying if he had finished the game today about replacing Lindelof
Yeah,
on
well, I was waiting for it to finish. I was waiting for it to finish. Right? Because 'cause yesterday I watched over the Everton game, and it seems to me like Lindelof not up for the fight now. Lindelof just want to play like pretty boy football. He just want to play football when the ball on his feet, right? And when it's time to do the dirty stuff, to grind and graft, I think he shine away from it because on 3 and 4 times on set plays, Lindelof like by himself, right? So I have a serious question mark over Lindelof right now. I would really like to see if he went on Zebe or what's my. Are you willing to try Bailly right now? Let me see if we get back Bailly or even Rojo right now, right? I taken them for a few games to play with Maguire because from what I see, Maguire needs somebody aggressive next to him now. You know what I mean? Maguire is also an intelligent player, but he's not that aggressive player. You know what I mean? He's a player with a bit of composure, could head the ball properly, but he do have the aggressive player next to him, right? And I think that is what we're lacking. And I think
yeah,
Lindelof is not that because how it is we can keep a clean sheet in the Premier League, right? But we can keep clean sheets in Europa League and the cup games and them, but we can't keep it in the Premier League where where the defense is Maguire and Lindelof, right? So something had to be wrong there now, right? So I think that's not complementing each other where you have that Ferdinand
Rio,
Vidic,
yeah, Rio
yeah,
Vidic
I mean,
partnership, yeah.
son, that partnership where you have aggression and you have flair and composure also. So I think I really want to see if Tonzebe came to this game unscatched. I'd like to see him playing with Maguire in the Premier League. I know maybe Oli might do that, but I think Lindelof have some errors in him that you're not seeing going out.
But Nicole, we don't forget the fact that
Mm.
we was playing Colchester and our total defensive line had no pressure throughout the game.
Mm.
Every one of our defenders in terms of their primary responsibility to defend with our gas 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't have much to do,
Mm.
if any at all. Just the little 2, 3 chances that
Mm.
Colchester got that didn't
Yeah.
really threaten us or
Mm.
cause us any kind of problems. So I mean, I just saying, and I agree. I
Yeah.
like Tuanzebe, but if I were to just be a devil's advocate for Lindelof here, I
Yeah.
mean, you put Lindelof in the field in the game today, and Lindelof go look like a Maldini, because he had the passing
Yeah.
ability. He good on the ground, no pressure, and
Mm.
and it's the same reason why we were praising Pereira, earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
But as I
I
said,
mean,
I just judging Lindelof on the
based on
errors,
the
the,
last
the high
game,
profile errors he's
yeah,
making consistently,
Yeah,
right? That is
yeah,
why basing it on. You know,
yeah,
as I
yeah,
saying, if it's not Tonzebe, right? Because as you say, which you're right, today's a difficult game really to judge a player, right? But it's just to get somebody with that aggression, with Maguire, which we know Lindelof do not have, that I
yeah,
would like to see in the team now.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I
yeah,
think
yeah,
the
yeah,
high profile areas with Lindelof, I think it's starting to glare, and the results showing now. The results showing
yeah.
where we cannot keep a clean sheet, and as Manchester United, well, I mean, as a fantasy player, I always used to pick David De Gea as my goalkeeper because I always know Manchester. At least if a team had a score, right, most of the time it will be one or none,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And with De Gea making some saves, of course, to keep a clean sheet. But no, every game is a goal,
Hmm.
right? So yeah, so I'm not impressed. I think Lindelof is the problem.
All right, all right, all right.
Mm, yeah.
The draw, Nico.
Mm,
I completely forgot that the Carabao Cup semi-finals is a two-legged tie. So while
yeah,
we
boy.
we were very
Mm,
happy to progress to the semi-final, there's our next two
mm,
games added to our
mm,
already tight schedule in December and January. And then it's against Manchester City, so it's not a game that we could take lightly. And then
yeah.
when you reach semi-finals, you don't want to take it lightly
Mm,
again. So
yeah,
that's the added pressure going to be put on your first team players to be
yeah.
performing at that level because it's a trophy. You know, what's your thoughts on that draw by Manchester City?
Yeah, well, a difficult draw. Of course, we know City have something to prove after we annihilated them at home recently. I think our performance stunned them, and I think they would definitely have or want something, or want to prove something uh, in the Carabao Cup and knowing playing for a cup. I don't think they will take it lightly. I think they will put out a strong team. Also, we will put out a strong team. Um, however, the dice roll, you know what I mean? At this stage, anything could happen. As you
True,
were saying,
true.
the two-legged tie is definitely a strain on us. Knowing that we have players, but we don't have the quality,
Yeah,
right? Because and then to play that two high intensity games paired with your Premier League games, I think would definitely put a strain on our resources. Hopefully, we get some fresh bodies back by then. Hopefully, players like Pogba would back by then. Maybe Pogba might, I mean, like some of the games that he started to build back his fitness with,
and not
match
only that
fitness with.
too. If we decide to use
Mm,
the transfer window, we got some fresh bodies inside as well, some new faces.
yeah, yeah,
If we decide to use
right.
the transfer window,
Yeah. But we're not sure when these games playing yet.
well, I see January. It's January.
Okay, January. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. So it definitely will put a strain on the squad to really balance the amount of games we'll be playing at that time. But it is what it is. We are accustomed as Manchester United playing, you know what I mean, a lot of games for the season. Right. So I think we will manage. Right. And as you saying,
I don't think we have a choice.
yeah, we are. Of course, we don't have a choice, right? So, against you have something to prove. Consistently this season, we prove that we are very good sides against top teams, or at least teams who want to come out to play and give us space to play with. I think
True.
you might see, yeah, you'll see a difference in City in how they approach that game, because I doubt they would approach it the same way, giving us that space, which
Yeah.
which which will be a plus for us, right? Because knowing Pep don't change his style of football for anybody, right? But definitely, if they come out and they play similar and give us the space that they give us when we played them recently in the league, I think we rip them to shreds.
Well, we hope we can do it over two legs because sometimes a one-off
Yeah,
game,
yeah,
anything can happen.
true.
So I mean, let's just say the first leg do in our favor. We still have the second leg to try
Mm,
to
yeah,
pull it back or something like that.
yeah.
So yeah. So Nico, any
Mm.
closing remarks?
Yeah, well, good victory again. A victory is always a victory. We move on. We progress to the semi-finals. Which as Manchester United fans over the years, we are accustomed progressing to this stage and beyond. Right? Let's continue to improve. Continue to win games. Continue to move up the table in the Premier League. And we just sort of get that consistency in performances. Yes, we know we haven't lost for a bit. I think we undefeated for a little while. right?
6 games.
Maybe they are starting a game where we put out a youth team more or less. So let's just continue to build the confidence, get a winning feel at least. If we don't lose, we will draw, and just build from there and turn the draws into victories now.
Yeah, I think the most
Mm,
important thing that I will take from today is the fact that your forwards scored.
mm,
Which will do
right.
them a whole heap
Mm-hmm.
of good in terms of taking off that kind of pressure. And it broke the duck because no Martial didn't score for a while.
Mm,
I know Rashford, missed trying a little bit. But I think now that, we have the goals and they have the goals now, they'll take a little pressure where they could go and actually start to play. Um,
mm.
and I think we could ride this wave until Sunday and hopefully we'll get a good result against Watford.
Yeah, yeah, there we hope so. Again, it does want to be hopeful, but oh gosh,
Sometimes you don't
you
know
never
which
know.
team going to show up
You
on the
don't
day,
know which
boy.
team gonna show up, boy. Right? So let's hope for the victory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And we will
yeah,
be here on Sunday again to review that.
yeah. And thankfully, only one player,
Mm,
walked off, with a knock. Everybody else came out,
mm.
fine in fine condition, confident and ready for Sunday. So
Yeah.
yeah. So thanks guys for joining in with us today.
Mm.
We will be here again on it's Sunday. We playing Watford, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday, look out for our review. And thanks again for joining with us.
Mm.
Have a good night.